Greetings, everyone. This is the Gardening Snail of Livingston, California, just trying to keep the community informed and local government as honest as possible. In this video, we will be doing a brief overview of the March 7th, 2023 City Council special and regular meeting agendas. The special City Council meeting is set to begin at 6 p.m. There is a call-in number, 520-525-8911, but this meeting or this portion of the meeting will not be streaming on YouTube Live. On the closed session agenda, 3 matters of significant exposure to litigation, existing litigation with Jose Ramirez, and existing litigation with the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Local 2703, and arbitration. The regular meeting is set to begin at 7 p.m. It will be streamed on YouTube Live, and there is a teleconferencing phone-in number. Public comments can be submitted via email at citycouncil@livingstoncity.com. Comments must be received by 2 p.m. on the day of the City Council meeting in order for them to be distributed to the Council prior to consideration of the matter. You will need to provide meeting date, item number, name, email, and comment. Please limit to 300 words or 300 minutes, even though they're not going to read it out loud anyway. Please include public comment in the subject for the email. Written comments will not be read aloud at the meeting, but will be reported as received for the record. If you do not receive an acknowledgement of receipt by 4 p.m., please call the City Clerk's office at 209-394-8041, extension 121. Note, this technology is not a guaranteed method. In other words, they can't promise you that the email will be received and distributed, but you might as well try to do it anyway. After the call to order is citizens' comments. This section of the agenda allows members of the public to address the City Council on any item not otherwise on the agenda. Comments are normally limited to 3 minutes per person. For items which are on the agenda, members of the public will be provided an opportunity to address the City Council as each item is brought up for discussion. Next is announcements and reports. The contract planner will be reporting on the general plan update, upcoming items, building code update, and housing element annual performance report. The housing element is of particular interest because whether or not the city is in compliance with its housing element can determine which grants the City of Livingston might qualify for. Here is a list of the boards and commissions that council members are currently assigned to. You'll notice that the newest member, Jatinder Mann, does not currently have one assigned to him. I guess we'll see later on in the meeting which City Council members wish to unload some of their responsibilities onto Mr. Mann. Next is the consent agenda. Items on the consent calendar are considered routine or non-controversial and will be enacted by one vote unless separate action is requested by the city manager or City Council member. Items number 1 and 2 are regular and routine. Item number 3 is a resolution to approve a contract with Midway Amusements for the 2023 and 2024 Sweet Potato Festival. Under discussion and potential action items, we have water conservation policies, waiving underground utilities requirements, and possibly making council appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. It will be interesting to see which council member wishes to shed some of their board or commission responsibilities and pass them on to the newest member of the council. After that is council direction on future agenda items, and then finally adjournment. Here's a little background about that Sweet Potato Festival Carnival contract. In 2022, the provider the city had notified the city they would no longer be able to provide service. In 2022, Midway Amusements picked up the contract and has expressed the desire to partner with the city for 2023 and 2024. About waiving underground utilities requirements. Currently, there does not exist any other exemptions or waivers of this requirement. In order to encourage economic development and to take a proactive approach to encourage infill development, staff has identified certain obstacles that may impede development in the community. A couple of the possible exemptions I've highlighted here would apply to lots with an existing single-family residence or reconstructing an existing building damaged by something over which the owner had no control. The council could consider in lieu fees instead of waivers. Here are some things the council might explore. Pause to read at your leisure. Or the council could provide direction on a waiver which would apply if the city finds that the cost of undergrounding existing utility lines and or paying the in lieu fee would present an undue financial hardship to the developer, and granting the waiver would not result in a negative impact to the public health, safety, or welfare. If you like what I do here, please follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when a new video is uploaded. And don't forget the disclaimer, editorial content and historical recollections are my own as a resident of Livingston and a City Council watcher since at least 2007, and does not represent the views and opinions of the City Council or the City of Livingston, and sure does not represent any kind of legal advice.